all the old books. That is so cool. I don't know, I might get this. I'm over by this light again for $25. I just love the beveled glass. Wow. That painting is beautiful too. The painting is really beautiful too. The chicken. So it's not an old school one, it's like 2000s, which is becoming vintage very quickly. Right. I just love this bowl. That is so pretty.
They had the trunk from here, and then had to go all the way to Frankenmuth.
I know. The one from Frankenmuth was really well priced though. Hey, what's up you guys? So today I have a fun little haul. As you can see, I've got many of items in the background of this shot. This is all stuff that I was able to score at garage sales. So everything was like 50 cents basically. So the first thing I want to talk about is this amazing table. This table is beautiful. I don't know if I'm going to do anything to it. I don't know if it's going to be mine forever. I don't really know, but I loved it. And this was by far the most expensive thing we picked up, but like expensive is a very loose term for what price I'm about to tell you. This table was $10. This is a vintage table. It's all wood. It is stunning. I love this table so much. So this is the first thing I picked up. But as far as the milk glass goes, she gave it all to me. I mean, she gave me everything she had. I'm not going to keep all of it, most likely, but there are tons of different styles that she had. And basically, we had walked in and she was just like, yeah, take it. Take it all. So I've got a whole, like, bucket full of these, like, different sized, different styled pieces of milk glass little bud vases, and I thought these were so pretty. I gotta say, this is probably my favorite small shape. It's like this bubbled edge and this really slim, low profile, very simple, in my opinion, sort of modern looking milk glass. This is my favorite of the little ones. And then I had one, it was this one. Again, it's sort of like a more geometric, more modern. There was only one of these, but I do have quite a few of these little guys. But even, I think they look good together as well. Another piece I picked up was this piece of Johnson Brothers made in England. So I really liked this one. It had an interesting shape to it. Obviously, I loved the cream color, and it did have a nice little detail with this little bubbled edge. Okay, so I may have been a little crazy, but considering these were only like 10 cents each, I did get 3 of them. They're all different, but they're all made of brass. But I got these 3 little ashtrays, all in these different shapes and patterns. I did love the shape and the design of this anyways. It's got this nice little floral engraving in it, which I thought was beautiful. This was made in India, and it definitely looks handmade, so I definitely really liked this one. I thought this was so pretty. And this one is sort of the more fun one that I picked up. It's just in the shape of a fish, and it's got this little face, and it's so cute, and I thought this was adorable. I really like vintage ashtrays to corral, you know, little smaller objects. This would even be nice if you're sewing, to like keep your, you know, your needles or your like smaller bits and bobs like sort of corralled so they're not flying all over the place. These next 2 items, I'm gonna say it, they're my favorite in the entire haul. And it's these 2 glasses, mugs, whatever you want to call them. This one is like a hand-painted, handmade ceramic. It's signed on the bottom, but it's like initialed. It's not anything like super detailed. It's also on the front here, but it's just this hand-painted little cup with these 2 pheasants on it, and I thought they were so adorable, and I'm a sucker for anything handmade or hand-painted. I picked up this little guy who is my favorite thing in the entire haul. I'm not even going to lie. It's not signed, it's not stamped, there's no brand on it, I don't know where it came from. If you know me, you know I adore pigs and piglets, and I think they are so cute, and I want to hold one, and I want to love one. So this little jug I picked up, but I just loved the coloring. I loved how it starts with this like blackish gray, it fades into a beige, which goes into a cream, which goes into a burnt sienna, which goes into a brown, and then you have the textured cork lid. I don't know, I love ceramics, I love pottery. I think these add such depth and texture to a space, and really I feel like you can never have enough of that. So I am a big fan of this piece. Again, I love those neutrals. This will go with any, room that you have this in, and it just makes the space feel so much more warmer, so much more lived in. So I see pieces like this all the time on Etsy, and they go for like anywhere from $30 to like hundreds of dollars for some reason. And it's sort of like this boho wooden book holder, and it does expand, so the leaf opens up, so you can put like a big book on here. This is like not, it just is this like beautiful, amazing hand-carved wooden piece, and I am obsessed with these. Obviously I know why they sell for hundreds of dollars. Like, this is a handmade, vintage, like very bohemian, very stylish piece, but I'm certainly not going to pay $100. Had a fun time finding this for only a couple bucks, because I have always wanted one. I've always really admired this sort of design, because if you've seen these, you know, like if you know, you know. Stepping away from the garage sales for a moment, I actually went to a park to do some filming. As I was pulling in, I saw that they had a flea market sign. Obviously, I didn't have any cash on me, and I didn't come there to shop. In fact, I came there to avoid more shopping. So that was a little bit of a backhanded slap from the universe to me directly. As I was leaving, there was a couple people packing up their stuff to go home, and the guy whose booth I had commented on, I had stopped and I was like, oh, that's like a really beautiful piece. And he was like, oh, it's like $5. Go ahead and take it for $5. And I gestured to my camera, and I was like, oh, like I didn't really know that this was like going on. Like I don't have any cash on me. Like that's not really, it's beautiful, but like I can't afford it. I don't have any cash. And so he leans over and he like starts to walk away, and then he like quickly like leans in and he goes, then just take it. And I was like, really? Oh my gosh. Come on. It's this vintage like French crock that is beautiful. It is distressed. It is a little worn. There's some cracks in the enamel. But what I love is there's all these little speckles in the enamel. Again, I'm a sucker for some speckles. I can just picture my kitchen utensils in this on a beautiful countertop, and I've seen these on Etsy go for like hundreds of dollars, and I am not kidding you when I say that. And then you add it in your cart and you go to check out, and suddenly it's an extra $100 for shipping, because these things are weighty, they are heavy. So when I saw this, and I was like, oh, that's so beautiful. I never like thought he'd just give it to me, but he was just like, go ahead, take it. And I just feel like the luckiest person in the world, because like that never happens to me. That kind of thing never happens. So thank you to that man who gave me this for free. Thank you so much, sir, if you ever see this video. I did pick up another, I believe this is also an ashtray, just because it's not really a large enough bowl to be considered like a bowl or a serving dish of some. This one definitely leans a little bit more modern in my opinion, just because it's got these like beautiful squares, it's this amazing crystal, it's just really minimally designed, but there's still so many details to it. I heard you guys liked vintage books. Well, I got them. I got them all. Oh, I didn't get them all. I should have got them all for the price, because she was charging, wait for it, 50 cents a book. I saw these books, I saw the price, and I was like, I need all of them. And then I stepped back and I was like, no, you don't. And now I'm regretting that decision, because they were 50 cents. Literally, what are you doing? These book stacks can cost $15 for like less books than I got. So I did sort of stick with a color palette here. As you can see, I did a sort of green, brown, black, gray palette. As you can sort of see throughout my, spaces that you've seen, green is definitely one of my favorite colors. So I bought a stack for myself, and I'll probably actually read a few of them. They actually sound pretty interesting, so I'm glad that I picked the ones that I picked, and I'm definitely mad at myself that I didn't pick all of them up. And oh my gosh, that is the end of the haul. I have officially shown you everything that I have purchased and not already given to my boyfriend. That was everything I picked up. Let me know what your favorite thing that I picked up was, and let me know if you have found anything amazing garage sailing lately in your area as well. Or tell me what your favorite book was that I picked up. I think that would be a fun way to get the comments going. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Also, if this video is blurry, it's too bad. That's too bad. I tried. It's a new lens. I'm not used to filming on this lens.